Watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag. Listen to the money, nigga, praying every day. Glad to say I was broke. Tell him battle. Now I got my bands up. 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his 53, I'm throwing up. They see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga. Try luck. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his head squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked. Boy, I got a bump, we ain't not fun. Boy, I got a...
It's week 3 of the NFL, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Colts and the Jags, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the response...
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Richardson back to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Bowers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowers. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Mason. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off the play fake. Mason. And this one is incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Mason. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Richardson looking to throw this. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Off play action. Mason. Wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Bowers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing back.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. In motion left comes Brown. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Richardson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mason. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Mason. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
7 yards there and a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson to throw off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 33. In motion left goes a tight end. Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowers, and this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, Bowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bowers, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. Let's go!
Now Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got room to roam. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Garrett Wilson, 33 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mason. Now, and got his man, complete. And finally taken down at the 34. And quickly, they get to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now 2nd and 3. Richardson looking to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Richardson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Mason. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Racing to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
That's caught, and he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we come to halftime here with a visiting. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Mason. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Mason. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Bowers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the open. Kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, This is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Richardson. Throwing to start the drive. He finds Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Richardson working from the gun, and he's going to go down again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Richardson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go now.
They run again with Hood. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
On the carry, it's Hood. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now Hood. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. This is Hood on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are pouring it on. They'll try and throw for it. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do...
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Richardson from the gun. He'll throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Indy set to go on offense once more. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They run here with Hood. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hood. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Hood. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 17. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Back now in Jacksonville. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now Richardson throwing to start the drive. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Off play action. Mason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Colts continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
They'll look to throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
19 Lions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Richardson
under pressure, they got him again. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and forever. It's complete to Brown, right side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hood. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That second down play nets a -4.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Off the play fake. Mason. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Off play action. Mason. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Off the play fake. Mason.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 116 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on first down. Hood. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hood. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mason. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Up the middle they go. Hood. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hood. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Hooked up by Jesse Bates.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Mason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
Looking to set for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.